Yo, what up? It's AaroniMoses. And this video is about one of my ethers to my business plan, my formula for manifestation, for attracting what you want in your life, for basically the base of everything that I give you guys. The earth, air, fire, water, the plan, the fire, the action, the earth surrounding yourselves with the energies, and the air, the technology, and the knowledge. And I've given you two of my ethers, which was clarity and meditation. But today is ether number 3, appreciation. I'm going to talk about why it's so important. I'm going to talk about what it comes from, how you can use it to get what you need and get what you want, and to add it to this formula. Now, before I go into this, one thing that I've been doing lately, if you guys seen me post beats on my channel, I'm doing this as a network endeavor to get with these different producers. We share each other's music. We direct each other to, we direct our own fans, you guys, the homies, to these people's music, and just try to spread that love and to show that love and to just help each other out in that way. So if you guys make any beats, anything like that, or if you want to collab on a song, I just got a new mic. I have new music coming out really fucking soon, really soon. I'm really proud of myself for these projects that's about to come out. But besides that, everything's been the same. You guys keep sending me those emails. When I get a big enough email list, I will be sending you direct updates of my blog, and you'll get the first notifications about new stuff, new things going on within We The Bang TV and my music and such. But alright, let's get into it. So first, why appreciation? Appreciation helps you, what I call, ignore the ignorance. It's human psychology, it's human nature to look at negative things. For example, when I got out of jail, I was talking to this one family member. She was like, "You're fucking up your life, blah, blah, blah. Did you even graduate high school?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been to college like 3 times at this point." Of course, she knew about the fact that I was in and out of jail and living with my grandma and doing drugs and shit, but nobody was talking. A lot of people knew. Nobody was talking about the fact that I was in college. I did actually graduate high school. I got my GED. I was in college at some point. I did have a job at some point. I was living a positive life at some point. But the fact that it takes a muscle, it takes being above human nature to be able to step into certain shifts and to get on certain paths. It is definitely more natural for you to look at the negative, for you to live on the dark side of what's going on in your life. Just like I say with the homeless people, would you rather give your last couple dollars to somebody who is obviously some kind of drug addict, hasn't made any effort to take care of their hygiene in the past couple weeks, hasn't made any effort, know that this person has been sitting there for a couple weeks with the same old sign, fucking shoes all fucked up, or you're walking to the train station and you see this person, look, this is my first day of work, I don't have any money to get on the bus, they have on a suit or their uniform or whatever the fuck it is, and they're not smelling like shit, they're standing up looking you eye to eye, they're not sitting on the ground all fucking half dead and shit. You would rather give your last couple dollars to the person who's on their way to work, the person who appreciates their life, a person that is making that real effort. And that's what, in reality, you look like when you're on one side of appreciation or the other side of appreciation. Lack of appreciation creates desperation. If you're not appreciating the bare minimums that you have, you are the homeless guy on the street, smelling like, looking like, talking like, walking like desperation. If you're not appreciative, if you're not acting on it, if you're not acting on it, then you're not really feeling it. You're really not. Even in the time that I was going through previously, when I was living with a whole bunch of drama in a fucking sitcom, it was still, at the end of the day, you know, I wake up, I'm like, it's so noisy, it's no food, it's too many motherfucking people, it's really depressing here, nobody wants to do shit, everybody's arguing all the time. When it was quiet at the end of the day, I'm next to my son, I'm next to my girl, I have a place to sleep, I'm not on the street, and above all, it's quiet right now. I have to appreciate this. I have to appreciate the fact. And that powered my battery. That fucking charged me. That gave me motivation. It put money in my pocket. These things were not coming because I was just working, and it wasn't totally because of the work and the plans that I put into action. It was supercharged by appreciation. You don't have to be appreciative. You don't have to look at the positive things. You can just do the earth, air, fire, water. Meditate clarity. You can do that. The shit is gonna be rougher. It's gonna be rougher, it's gonna be harder, it's gonna be harder to attract. All those people that you see on the street, selling their mixtapes. Buy my mixtape. I'ma sell this for $5. I'ma sell it to you for $5. I just need a little donation. And I'm like, bro, I don't know you. I haven't heard about you. You're not on video. I can't invest in that because I've never heard of you. And they're like, bruh, how you gonna say that to me? Are you an artist? Oh, you rap too? How you gonna be an artist and say that to me? This how I feed my kids. I'm like, bro, I understand that, but you don't understand. This is not good marketing. You're not playing this shit on your phone. You're not even pitching it to me. You're just saying that, you know, I'm a rapper somehow because I'm a black male and how I dress. And you're just sounding really desperate right now. This is how I feed my kids. You need to buy this because I'm black, you're black, and if you don't buy this mixtape, then my kids are gonna grow up in poverty and they're gonna be dead or in jail by the time they're 21. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. And you're presenting to me this darkness, this negativity. I gave him my $5. I shouldn't have. I gave him my $5 because he just looked pitiful. He just looked pitiful. He smelled like desperation. And he made me feel, I don't really know. He made me feel bad. And honestly, I don't know why I gave him my $5. I think it's because I was on the way to get more money and I wanted him to acknowledge that he was being a desperate bum. I wanted him to see that I was so in abundance that I didn't give a fuck about $5. I went in the Subway and spent $7. I didn't give a fuck. I don't think that he felt what I wanted him to feel. He felt relieved. He felt in abundance because he thought he did something that he really didn't. But I wanted him to see, I'm giving you this $5 because you're begging for it. I don't give a shit about, I didn't even, a lot of people, oh, okay, if you give your mixtape out for free, nobody's gonna listen to it because it's free and people don't value free shit. I would have listened to it if it was free. because I would have thought, hey, this person probably spent $1,000 on this mixtape. It has a nice cover. It's not one of those paper covers. It's a hardcover. It has a nice, the art's good. I would have listened to it. This person is in such of a state of abundance that he's just giving his shit away free. Only a donation. If you got a couple quarters, I'm not asking you for anything. If you want to, I'm probably just gonna drop it later and give it to some homeless person later. But I spent my $5 and I threw that mixtape away. That shit didn't make it to, it maybe even did make it to my home. But I can tell you one thing, I did not listen to that shit. Just because I didn't want this person's, I didn't even want to like his music. I didn't want to like his music. I didn't want to be, even if he did blow up, I didn't want to remember, hey, I came home, this nigga begged me for $5. He begged me for $5 and gave me a mixtape as a thank you. He didn't sell me a mixtape. He begged me for $5 and he gave me some mixtape. Didn't even look at the cover like that to know if that was the face that was his. But I didn't listen to it. I threw it away because I don't want to be getting drunk, walking down the street, motivating myself with the person's music who begs for $5 and uses their kids as an excuse to be a fucking beggar. Alright? So when you do shit like that, when you take that example, you could take the slutty bitch with daddy issues who needs everybody to be their friend, so she sucks everybody's dick. That is the person that I was seeing in this mixtape, dude. So you have kids, you didn't go to school, you didn't go to college, instead of investing thousands of dollars in a mixtape, you could have put $2,500 on 16 college credits, and in 6 months, 6 to 9 months to 12 months, learn some kind of skill or trade. But because you want to dick around and be a little kid and put your mixtapes out and hustle on the street because you're just not a student, you're just not a scholar, there's no way that you can learn anything else besides what you already know, that makes me repel from you. That makes me go away from you. You are making people pay for your mistakes. You're making people pay for the decisions that you made in your past. If you want to go to the movies with me, that's like if you invite somebody on a date or just a homie to the movies. I used to do this shit. The homies would come over. Previously, the night before, we turned up on me. I bought myself a 6-pack. I bought you a 6-pack. I had 2 packs of cigarettes, and now I have 1.5. Next day, we get up. Got a little hangover. We go to Applebee's or some shit. We take the bus to Applebee's. I pay for my dinner. I pay for your dinner. Then, the shit's like $30. $40. No big deal at all. And then the waiter comes, and I'm like, yo, what's the percentage of the tip that you should give? We Google it. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. That's why I don't remember. And I leave the waiter like a $12 tip for like a $30 bill. And my friend's looking at me like, bro, you know I could use that fucking $10-12 and you just gave it to this waiter? Yeah, because you're in a state of desperation. You didn't bring anything. You're asking me for all these things. You're demanding all these things from me. And I show you, you're bumming. You're not contributing anything besides your fucking personality. And you're not even doing that because you're using all my fucking Wi-Fi, ignoring the shit out of me in a whole different state. And this man's actually fucking working. This nigga actually got up this morning, got in the shower, and did everything that you did not do. Did everything to make sure that he was not the desperate person in the situation. But I like to think of it, it's one of those things, a part of the Hermetic Laws that I talk about if you read about in the Rebellion. It's, you know how they say it's better for you to give than to receive? It depends. Definitely that's subjective. It's better to give than to receive. It's more, in my mind, it's better to receive than to take in this situation. Appreciation is like willpower. It's not like willpower, but I think of appreciation, I think of a lot of these mentalities and these states of minds as just big ass balls of energy where things are just coming in and going out somewhere in the universe. So we got this big ass ball of appreciation. You are receiving love from this ball of appreciation. You're giving and receiving at the same time. Now, if you wanna take my $5 for your bullshit ass mixtape by finessing, by using certain types of languages, by trying to tap into me emotionally, that is showing me that you're totally desperate, and everything negative that happens, everything good that happens is going to be short term, and it's not going to be concrete, and it's not going to build any kind of foundation. You might be able to pay this bill, this piece of your rent, but that's coming from a state of scarcity. And if you guys heard me talk about scarcity and abundance, being in a state of scarcity, it has different effects for everybody, but at the same time, if you tap into that state of scarcity, if you are the mixtape man on the street, and you sell a little weed on the side, you're doing things that anybody can do that require little to no effort, you get in what you get out. You get in, you get out what you put in. So if you put in little or no effort, if these things come from a place of you just being desperate and needy and basically having negativity associated with them, they're not gonna last. If you feel good about what you're doing, if you are building credit, if you are fucking paying taxes, if you are doing everything with love and positivity and just from a place of non-neediness, then these things come back to you. When I was a 19-year-old, I got a job at Sam's Club. It was like, I think I've got about 36 hours a week. It wasn't that much. It was like 25 hours a week. Yeah, something like that. But every time I would get paid, I remember one time, the biggest paycheck I ever got, I was going to the city to re-up. I paid my grandmother rent, and at that time she didn't ask me for rent the first 3 checks that I got. She didn't ask me for rent. But this one, it wasn't the fact that she didn't ask me for rent. It was just the system, whatever she needed, whenever we were gonna go shopping for food or whatever, I just gave it to her. But I had like an extra $150 or some shit like that, and I gave it to her, and she was like, "What is this for?" And she ended up eventually giving me that $150 back. Eventually, like the same 2 days or whatever the fuck, because I was showing that appreciation. Like, look, I know I haven't been giving you rent. I know I'm just working a normal fucking job. I'm not looking to go to school or anything like that, but I'm living here, and I'm not living off this fucking $20 that I usually have at the end of my checks, because it was just a weird payment system that they had. But I showed her that appreciation, and she showed it back to me. One thing that I like to do is every day when I go to work, I don't say hi, I don't say hello. I say, how are you doing? How are you doing communicates, I mean, I don't know what it communicates to the people, but what's coming out of my mouth and what's coming out of my heart is, how are you doing says, what are you feeling right now? I'm here. This is the first time that I'm seeing you out of my day. And I want to know if there's any gaps that I can fill. What needs to be done? When people say, how are you doing? That can lead to pretty much any fucking thing. That could lead to a 6-hour conversation. How are you doing in my reality means, what is your state like and what can I contribute? What needs to be changed? What in my power can I do for you right now? And I say, how are you doing to everybody. I don't say hi, I don't say hello. I don't say, sometimes I say what's up or some shit. But that same what's up means the same thing. What's going on in your life that needs to be changed? What do you see me doing potentially to alter the situation for the better? Where is your value in your mind right now? Where is the importance in my value to you? What can we do with each other to make your shit better? It's like when I'm at work, if I'm shitty, sometimes me just taking the customer's order, getting this shit right, and not even, they're not smiling, they're like, oh my gosh, you got it right, all the details. No, but I can feel it though. I can feel it. They feel confident in the fact that I'm helping them being satisfied at this moment. So how do you get, I said a lot, bro, it's 20 minutes. How do you get what you want? The first step is appreciation. Stop telling everybody that you have a shitty life and that nothing's good and that you're sleeping on a pissy mattress with a loud bitch in your house that wakes you up at 3:30, at 4:30, and your son wakes you up at 7:30, and you got to be at work at 10:30, and you've been woken up 3 times, and you know, anything bad, always look at the good. Ignore the ignorance. That's what appreciation is. Ignoring the ignorance. All right, ignore the ignorance. Paying for your own shit. Desperation comes from lack of appreciation. Pay for your own shit. Don't be the needy cheerleader, fucking think I'm cool, want everybody to like me, so I suck everybody's dick, girl. Don't be that person. That is desperate. That's desperation. That means you have no appreciation. You don't acknowledge any value in yourself but to be a controlling tyrant that sucks everybody's dick to get everybody to like her, to get everybody to do shit for you. That means that you're desperate. That means that you fucking don't have any appreciation in your value. You're making other people pay for the fact that you have daddy issues, you have shit going on in your life that other people need to fix by giving you attention and by controlling them. By giving you what you need, you're making everybody else pay for your fucking dumb bullshit, and you need to fix your own shit. You're giving people STDs and you're fucking with people mentally. That is showing a lack of appreciation for yourself, for your life. Next, neediness repels success. People don't want to be around needy people. People want to be around people who give value. People want to give to people who receive, who don't take. Who receive, who don't take. Who give value and receive value. Don't be a nice person. Don't be a foolish, nice person. Google the true meaning of nice. Alright? People want to be around receiving people. And the only way that you can receive, think about what a vagina is. A vagina. A vagina is made to receive. And the best way to get a vagina to receive is to give the vagina stimulation. A tongue, a finger, a mouth, a penis on the clitoris. You have to rub it, get it wet, then guess what? The vagina's gonna be a smiling, wet little mouth, sideways. Alright? So, stay away from scarcity. Every time you think you're desperate, just appreciate. Just say, look, you know what? I can't pay these motherfucking bills, but I'm in this bitch right now. I'm in here right now. I love my country. I love who I am. My health is in my wealth. I'm happy. I'm in eating. I can get another job. I can do this. I appreciate myself. I appreciate the fact that I can get on food stamps or whatever the fuck. I appreciate this shit because it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. I could be in a fucking homeless shelter. I could be in prison for the rest of my life. I could have no hands, no feet. If you have at least one hand and one, actually, no, let's not go there because whatever. But anyways, yeah, man, stay in abundance, stay positive, know love, grow love, show love. Okay, that's our mantra. I should have said that in the beginning of the video, but know love, show love, grow love, show love, know love. Say that in rhymes every way that you say it. So if you ever feel like you're in a bad place in life, grow love, I grow love, I know love, I show love, I grow love, I know love, I show love. Whatever variation you want to say that in. But that's it, man. It's Aaron motherfucking Moses. Socialize with me. Keep up with me. Send me those emails. And let's get this money together. Let's spread this love and receive this love together, man. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Peace.